So as we look into some of the data here provided by SAMPutt Lab, we see a putter loft which is entered at 3 degrees, an effective loft of 6 degrees, so essentially adding 3 degrees of loft. But what's also interesting here is the lofted address was already set at 6 degrees. So we know that that's a setup issue because there's actually no change here at impact. So straight away when I'm looking at that, I'm matching what I see in the 2D form, when I'm looking at video versus what's happening in the Putt Lab data here. And here we see in real time how the ball is launched with that 6 degrees of loft. Just playing that back through. Now, even though the ball is struck very low on the face here, the loft is going to override that, say, potentially overspin strike. And I'll explain that a little bit more in the next slide. So this is taken from Science in Motion, and I first learned this from Phil Kenyon. And it's just having the understanding of loft versus rise. Now, effectively, when the ball is hit high on the face, that's going to impart a topspin, versus low on the face, it's going to impart a backspin. And going through the video, I mentioned that we can't always use SAMPutt Lab to determine if the ball roll is neutral, having backspin or topspin. We need to test that ball roll outdoors. So combining, let's say, the correct amount of loft and hitting it, let's say, pretty much center of the COG is going to reduce that potential for topspin or backspin, and vice versa. So those are some of the, if you like, metrics that I'm constantly looking for to improve that ball roll, effectively getting the strike towards the center of the COG, which, if we've got the right amount of loft, we can get that ball to skid and roll effectively across the green.